Africa, Mama Africa, we must all rise, sing together to fight Ebola.
In a bid to educate us as citizens of this country, British Council has actually put some health measures together so that when you come, you will be comfortable in your seat and to know that the next person near you is not suffering from any ailment. For instance, we have the bucket outside where you wash your hands with the chlorinated water and a liquid soap. You wash your hands properly, and then the temperature thermometer is used to check your temperature so that your temperature is within the limit before you enter the hall. We want to do that to ensure that all of us in this room are under the proper temperature, so at least to eradicate any form of ailment within the hall. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the British Council, I would like to welcome you to this global citizenship training. We are going to do this training for 3 days, and for today we are going to be having the deeper understanding of global citizenship, and tomorrow we are going to be having the intercultural practice, and on Friday, which is the final day, we are going to be having a partnership journey. We realized that because of the Ebola crisis, teachers have been staying home and have nothing to do because there is nothing to do. We are happy the Ministry of Education came out with the Teach on Radio program, but we know not all our teachers are called upon to do that program. So therefore, British Council thought it fit that we should have professional development training for our teachers who are in a partnership program to empower them and put them in tune so that by the time school reopens, they will be able to incapacitate themselves to be able to teach our children. We have actually done our best to reopen the professional development offers we have been offering, because in the past, when the Ebola crisis was at its peak, we stopped doing other activities for fear of teachers being together. We cannot teach the children at the moment because there is a ban on public meetings, and we cannot get the children into classrooms. But at the moment, we can be able to reach you teachers. So because we can reach you, we are going to be offering professional development training from now on until the end of March, when our Connecting Classroom program will end. And for deeper understanding of global citizenship, we are going to be dealing with global issues like the Ebola crisis. Now has become a global issue because it's affecting Sierra Leone, Guinea, Liberia, and other countries. So we are going to put things together to actually educate you as to how, when you go back to your schools, you will be able to educate others. British Council is also opening the digital hub for its users so that teachers will be able to go there and be able to do some of our professional development courses on schools online. They will be able to register their schools, and at the same time, they will be able to train themselves on how to use the internet, so that by the time school reopens, they will be able to use that medium to communicate with their partners overseas. We are also going to be doing school leadership program, which is specifically meant for head teachers and principals. Head teachers and principals, and school leadership is basically on how head teachers and principals could be able to lead well in their schools. That will be happening in December, and in January we are going to focus again on some other global citizenship program with different modules, and in February we are going to be having a policy dialogue on some of our programs to see what we are doing well and what we can do better. And in March we are going to round it up with a monitoring visit to some of the schools in our area. Presently we cannot reach the provinces because there are issues surrounding the Ebola, so we cannot go to the provinces. But within Freetown, we are doing our best to engage our teachers to make sure you are all in tune. So on behalf of the British Council, I would like to welcome you to this opening of the 3 days program, and I wish you well, and I hope by the end of the day all of you will be able to have gathered a lot of experiences and wealth of information to be able to pass on to others. Thank you very much.
I'm Solidarity Ayostep, representing Group 1. Our topic is mobile teaching. Project idea, continuity of learning. Aims to transfer knowledge within our community for JSS in English language. Objective, at the end of the project, JSS pupils will be able to write and speak English. Activity plan. Planning to teach 5 houses per day with 4 children in each. Activity time, we start from 1st December until the reopening of school.
Margaret Chigba, reporting for Group 1. We have our topic because we are dealing with the GSS, so we choose the 4 core subjects. That is language, arts, maths, social studies, and integrated science. Then our project idea, that is community home education, house-to-house education. Aim, to improve on their literacy level, put them in the state of preparedness for future public exams. 3, to keep them busy academically during the Ebola period. Now our objectives. We say at the end of the process, we were able to prepare pupils, kids, for public exams. 2, to make children to be interested in learning. 3, their literacy level will be increased. Now, activity planned. Teachers will teach for 4 days per week, 2 hours per day. That is the time frame from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day. Now, timeline. Throughout the Ebola crisis, that is 9 months or more, until the president declared that this country is free from Ebola.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Group 3 represents on the things rights and responsibilities. First of human beings, we have a right to life. We have a right also to our basic needs, which is food, clothing, and shelter. We have a right also to security. We should be free from hazardous areas. We have a social needs also, which is interaction law. The children need to be shown up, without which they cannot thrive. We also have self-esteem, having confidence in ourselves and the children also. And we have a right also to vote and be voted for. Now for the responsibilities. We should respect others' views. We should also respect law and order. We should respect others' cultures, religion, etc. We should also play a positive role in maintaining a cleaner and safer environment. And last but not least, to pay taxes. Thank you.
My name is Alusai Sisi. My topic for this afternoon is sustainable living as cost of living. When you look in our country here, Sierra Leone, our problem here is cost of living. The only way to sustain ourselves like in the villages, that is in the rural settlement, except through agriculture. Out of agriculture, our parents will be charged of providing school fees, money, because when they produce their crops, they put their crops on market. In return, they have to pay fees, buy uniforms for their children. And at this time, if had it been the Ebola crisis, This is the exact time. If you go to the village now, there's harmony among themselves, peace, because there's abundant food, and where there's abundant food, there will be happiness. So at the door of our people there now, they are enjoying. When you look part of our country like in Bono, due to cost of living, our parents definitely sold the land to investors, which they have destroyed for the generation yet unborn. Then when you look for global warming, let me say deforestation is a damage to this country for charcoal burning. Just for us, for our people, for myself, to see how to sustain our life. Besides doing all these activities, it's difficult in Sierra Leone here. It's difficult to get your life free. So that is why sustainable living, these are the items that I mark.
Now, we talked about early marriage. And the clash we have about early marriage is between the Western world and our own country, Sierra Leone. We said, first of all, we defined early marriage, saying that early marriage is when a girl is forced to marry below the age of 18 years, and which we know it is not lawful for any girl child below the age of 18 to get married. So we said in Sierra Leone, our own culture accepts early marriage, while as in the Western world, they do not accept early marriage. And also we said because of early marriage in Sierra Leone, girls do not further their education. Therefore, the dropout rate of girls is high. And also we said early marriage for some tribes do force girls to attend secret societies at an early age, leading them to early marriage. So when we compare the Western culture and our own culture, we know there is a clash. Because we accept early marriage, whereas in the Western world, they don't accept it. They want the girl child at least to have a better education. But whereas in our own country, we allow our girl child, especially below the age of 18, they go into the sooner they are below the age of 12, you see they put them into secret students at an early age, and then the dropout rate in terms of education is very low. And then we say how to solve this problem through counseling. We sensitize through the media, and then we also do workshops as how we are doing here, so that people will be educated. And also we do dramatization, and also we educate, especially on family life, how people should bring up and train up their children. Then we also said we must accept the positive ones, especially in terms of leading children into early marriage. We must accept the ones that are good, the values that are good for the Western culture, and not accept our own, because we have to encourage our children to not to go into early marriage. So this is what we have for the children.
Good afternoon. I'm presenting for Group 5. Our topic here is social studies, because our subject is being taken under social studies. And our project idea here is house to house teaching. Our aims here we have 1, to help the children cope with the curriculum. 2, to improve learning for vulnerable children, where especially we are in the Western rural. Objective, that by the end of this project, children will be able to read and write. Activity plan, teacher move house to house teaching the core subjects. Activity timeline, 6 months, that is our duration.
We must all rise, sing together to fight Ebola.
We must all arise, let's come together to fight Ebola.
We are Project Ebola.
We live in a world, my people, full of uncertainties, no security.